Welcome to this video, and it's Yardbird again, Mr. Eric Lobron. What do we get? Probably a Queen's Indian, huh? Okay, so maybe a3 and or bishop g5. I don't know. I've tested many lines against him in this match. We are on game 44 here. Yeah, that's a very... Queen c2. Nah, okay, it's not a big deal, but the earlier Queen c2 at least makes sure knight e4 is not happening that quickly. This whole setup is not super promising for white, but it's not bad. It's just something else, yeah, against Queen's Indian. This looks a lot like a Tartakova variation of the Queen's Gambit. So I'm going to take. That's interesting. But okay, if I take, is he taking with the knight? No, he's sacrificing this pawn there. Probably he can do that. Knight takes. Probably bishop takes, queen c7. Yeah, okay, this is definite compensation. So I'm just going with a solid move. Yeah, this is now a very Queen's Gambit type of position. Tartakova, Lasker, this kind of thing. Black has excellent chances for equality here. Probably he has equalized. But still things to play for. Okay. I can take with the knight. Yeah, let's do that. It's probably okay. A3, I guess. Okay, I think the bishop on d5 is a good piece, so I try to trade it. Knight f5 is probably just a fancy looking move that leads nowhere. Maybe, but maybe it also, maybe it's good, huh? Okay. Okay, can take this knight or move the queen. Yeah, something like queen to, yeah, there, or to g5 was certainly possible. So I'm going to take here. He can take f5 with the queen. Yep, maybe knight to d3 is something that he can play for. One thing that is a bit troublesome is that I have a somewhat weak back rank here. Have to be alert that I'm not somehow getting back rank checkmated here or something. And my queen is a little bit offside. Yeah. So something like rook c1. Is there? I don't see a drawback. I can also take there. Take on d8 and then b4. Yeah, maybe that one.
Check.
He's got rook d3, so cautious. Rook d3, I totally overlooked that move. Then rook takes d8 was really bad. I wanted to go b4 now, and rook d3 is just totally totally killing me. Okay, I need to do that. I need some help there with the back rank. Okay, now I can still play. And now before again rook d3 is coming. That's sick. I was thinking, okay, here I can still play b4, but he won't take on before he still has rook d3. b3, queen a2.
Time warning.
Yeah, I have no other move there. Rook d3 is killing me, I know, but what can I do? There's no other move. So queen c1 or rook c1. Yeah, that was bad. Really, really bad. I totally, I didn't have any problem there. I just shouldn't take on d8. I wasn't, I simply didn't see that rook d3 move, and this was costly. Really, really costly. Yeah, he just wins with the b pawn. Maybe g4. Naja, I don't know. It's probably a loss anyway. Thinking maybe rook to the 7th somehow and bishop h5 could have been a way to initiate counterplay. But it's nothing serious in any case. Knight to d3. Yeah, g4 was also a rather stupid idea, but yeah, not much you can do.
Check.
Not sure if this was a sacrifice or intended, but it doesn't really matter.
Check.
Anyway, okay, I only have 13 seconds, so he can blunder the knight with knight d3. But other than that, I have very little hope for anything here. Bishop to e8, rook b7 or something. Okay.
Check.
You can play f4 even. It's not bad.
Check.
Yeah, okay, I'm not really sure why I'm dragging this on. I can resign this. with
White resigned.
5 seconds. Yeah, I'm not playing well the last couple of games here. Really not being concentrated enough, focused enough.
Check.
Yeah, okay. I don't think I have any particular problem here. I really don't think. But the problem is that I simply overlooked the rook d3 resource. I was thinking, my rationale was I take, oops, I'm sorry. Take, before he has to take. And nothing is happening. It's just equal this position. Nothing going on. But of course after this he has this move, and this is just killing me. No, I mean here, I didn't do anything great here, but it still should be quite okay. And but I have no. I'm just in a terrible situation here. I have no moves. Yeah, this rook takes d8 really was too harmful. I only played it because of b4 being the idea. Other than that, it's totally ridiculous to give up the file. I can do something like this, for example, and I'm not sure that something happens here that is of any problem. Yeah, I don't know. Queen goes somewhere. I can play b4 here maybe. This is also a different thing. Yeah, it should be equal. I don't think. I definitely don't have anything here, but it still is equal. Rook takes d8 is just a really bad mistake based on this idea that I can go b4. Yeah, h3 is not doing much, but I really have no move there. And b4, yeah, I'm losing stuff here. And whenever I'm losing a pawn there, it is really bad, because that also makes the knight being very stable on c5. So it was giving away a pawn and hurting me from a strategical point of view. So it was bad in more than one way. Yeah, okay, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.